keep you in my heart. In my heart is where you are. I still think of you, I want you coming back. I remember when we were staring photo. Don't forget the way you look me in the eyes. And I keep you in my heart. In my heart is where you are. I still think of you, I want you coming back. Call me when you want, baby, can take it on my heart. Yeah, yeah, give me your love, yeah, yeah. Call me when you want, baby, can take it on my heart. Yeah, yeah, give me your love, yeah, yeah, I remember when we were staring photo. Don't forget the way you look me in the eyes. And I keep you in my heart. In my heart is where you are. I still think of you, I want you coming back. I remember when we were staring photo. Don't forget the way you look me in the eyes. And I keep you in my heart. In my heart is where you are. I still think of you, I want you coming back. Call me when you want, baby, can take it on my heart. Yeah, yeah, give me your love, yeah, yeah. Call me when you want, baby, can take it on my heart. Yeah, yeah, give me your love, yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember when we were staring photo. Don't forget the way you look me in the eyes. And I keep you in my heart. In my heart is where you are. I still think of you, I want you coming back. I remember when we were staring photo. Don't forget the way you look me in the eyes. And I keep you in my heart. In my heart is where you are. I still think of you, I want you coming back. Call me when you want, baby, can take it on my heart. Yeah, yeah, give me your love, yeah, yeah. Call me when you want, baby, can take it on my heart. Yeah, yeah, give me your love, yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember when we were staring photo. Don't forget the way you look me in the eyes. And I keep you in my heart. In my heart is where you are. I still think of you, I want you coming back. I remember when we were staring photo. Don't forget the way you look me in the eyes. And I keep you in my heart. In my heart is where you are. I still think of you, I want you coming back. Call me when you want, baby, can take it on my heart. Yeah, yeah, give me your love, yeah, yeah. Call me when you want.
So if you're just starting out and everything is looking a little bit overwhelming in how to do dehydrating of foods or pickling of your produce or do some fermentation, well, if you're anything like me, I was really bamboozled and just had no idea where to start. So I just kept following, you know, YouTube channels and just doing research and watching video after video after video. And then there just came a time when you just have to, well, stop watching and just do. So I did. I practiced. Well, yeah, no, I did. I practiced and hoping for the best and hoping that whatever I was going to make actually turned out okay. Well, it did, to my surprise, and I was really, really happy with the first lot of fermentation that I had done. I had watched a video of Stacey and Doug's living off grid, and one of the videos that Stacey was doing was a red cabbage and beetroot and ginger fermentation, which is this right here. Now, I started off in a much smaller jar, well, smaller than this size, and I just gave it a go. Wasn't sure how it was going to turn out or even if I was going to like it, because, you know, these fermentations are quite salty, and yeah, I had never had anything like that before. So anyway, I gave it a go and I really loved it. So I made a much bigger jar. This is actually my third jar now of the red cabbage, ginger and beetroot in here. That's all that's in there, and obviously the brine, of course. And nobody else in my family likes it, and I'm like, well, you beauty, more for me. So I think I overkilled it a little bit by putting it in such a huge jar, because I don't know how I'm going to get it in the fridge now. Anyway, never mind. Same with this one here. Oh, I'm not sure if you can see it. It's right on the edge here. This one here is actually a purple cauliflower and white cauliflower, and it's also got Indian spices in here. So it's a turmeric, curry, and I've forgotten the spices. But anyway, it is an Indian mix. So I am so keen to try that. These puppies here, well, not that one there. I'll talk about that one in a minute. So these puppies here have been fermenting on my countertop for the past 4 days, I think. Now, I know that they are fermenting away really, really well, because this one here, the lid is actually quite raised, and you'll hear it in a moment. I'm hoping you'll be able to hear it on the video, but you'll see how much pressure is actually built up in this when I release the lid. I need to do it, and I've been doing it every day, because it is, if I don't do it, I'm afraid this will explode. So in this one here, this one is also a fermentation. Yeah, all of these are fermentations here. So this one is the white cauliflower and the purple cauliflower, but this has actually got coriander and mustard seeds in it. So different to this one here, but yeah, it's cauliflower. And this one here is a sauerkraut. So hubby and my daughter doesn't like beetroot raw, like in this one here, and my husband doesn't like this particular one, but he reckons he will like sauerkraut. So I made a sauerkraut, but just not a plain sauerkraut. It's actually got capsicum in this, and chilies as well. You can see the chilies. What else was in there? Oh, and garlic. There's garlic in this as well. So garlic, capsicum, which in America you call them peppers, but yes. So this is actually a nice, this one has a nice smell to it. So I'm hoping he's gonna like this one. I think I will like it. And this one's bubbling away really well as well. And we were blessed with a whole heap of spring onions, and like these onions down here, and I've got some potatoes here as well, and apples. So I actually dehydrate, because we had such an abundance of the spring onions. I decided to dehydrate these, and save it this way. So these will be nice little great toppings for salads or soups, I guess. Sorry if the dogs bark, it's because someone's turned up. Soon find out. Anyway, so yes, so these are just conditioning at the moment, sitting on the countertop conditioning. Make sure that there's no moisture build up in this, which I think is actually going quite well. So I will pop this into a proper jar, another jar, and actually seal it as well, seal it properly. Yes, Nala. Yes, okay. Nala's wanting to say hello. What, Nala? You want to say hello? Oh, Saji. Yes, okay, you're going to have to wait. It's their supper time. I'm not going to use the correct word because they'll go crazy. But anyway, they're just going to have to wait. So, what else is there? Oh, let me get something else I made. I made pickles, a sweet pickle as well. And this is my first time doing a sweet pickle, like with vinegar. So these are obviously all the brine, with brine. But hang on a sec. We had so much white and purple cauliflower. That's why I've done so many of them here. And they've got a pretty colour as well. So this one has got the all pickling spices in it, as well as vinegar and some sugar, of course, to make it sweet. But this one, I cannot wait to taste. This will be awesome. So I've just had, I had it turned upside down in the fridge for the past 3 days, and I've just turned it back over so the bottom can actually pickle now, which means I can actually taste the top. So should I taste it? Yeah, why not? Let's give it a go. Okay, I'm gonna. Smells good. It's got a purple one. I should just lift it up with my finger. That's the vinegar. Sorry. That actually tastes really good. I think it does need to pickle a bit longer, but man, the cauliflower in this is pickled really nicely. All right, I'll put that one aside. I also made just a straight vinegar pickle of like just cucumber and carrots, and it's got some mustard seeds in it in the bottom. So that one will be interesting to taste. I think that one will even take my breath away, more so than the one that I've just tasted. I just need to shut the fridge door. It's having a fit. Okay, so let's have a look at this one. Now, hopefully, let me just move these apples out the way. I'm hoping you're going to be able to hear this because it's pretty impressive, and see it. So, and I think it might explode everywhere. All right, let's get that on there. Oh, see all those bubbles? Hopefully you can see. Now that is a good fermentation. And by the way, it stinks to high heaven because it's cauliflower. Whew. But I just needed to relieve that pressure because I'm actually going to, well, I think I should taste it first because I might want it to ferment a bit longer. Now, of course, the longer you ferment it, the more it's actually going to taste, change in the taste, and not so much the texture. I think the texture, the crunch will still be there, but it will be different in different stages of the fermentation. Now, you can actually pop this in the fridge right now, and it will very slowly still ferment away in the fridge, but nowhere near as fast as what it would as it sits on the bench here. Anyway, I'm going to have a quick taste of this. This is looking really good. And I've just remembered, I've actually got, I might just taste the juice, because it would depend on how tangy. Actually, I don't think I'll use metal. You shouldn't really use metal, because metal will change now I can't remember the actual science behind it, but it actually does something to the fermentation. So I always use like a plastic or a wooden spoon. So you know what? I think I might leave it a little bit longer. There's a lot of gas in there, which I've now relieved of. So usually by now, because I've taken the whole lid off, you should probably really put it in the fridge. But I don't think it's really going to matter, because I'm not storing it for long life. I mean, even though these might stay in the fridge for 6 months, they can stay in the fridge for up to 6 months, especially if you haven't opened it. But once you've opened it, you basically have to eat it, you know, over the few months or whatever. So, but I'm going to leave that just a bit longer, because I want this to ferment down a bit further. Pop that one aside. This one I'm interested in, and I really hope hubby will like this one. He's over there. Huh? You can walk past this. Okay, the cabbage has come away a bit. Probably should, I'll use the other end of the spoon. I might let that one sit a bit longer as well. Just going to pop that down. Put the lid back on. I'm not going to open up the other two, considering those two are still working quite well, but not quite there. I'm not going to open them up. I do have to say, my red cabbage and beetroot and ginger fermentation is my favourite thus far. So I'm really keen to try the Indian flavouring one, but it's just going to have to wait. But anyway, I just want to encourage those that, you know, are starting out. You know, the best recommendation I can do to give you is get yourself some books, some resources. You know, I have been collating my library of homesteading material, all things like fermentation, and here's the other one, pickling. So these have got good recipes in it. You don't have to buy these ones. I'm not even going to put a link down below. Look at the names. You can get them on Amazon if you're interested. But, you know, do your research. And actually, if you don't know where to start, just start by getting a book if you don't want to follow anybody else's suggestions on YouTube. That's what I've done, and I'm actually finding good information I was confused about, that I still wasn't getting answers to when asking people on YouTube, but I have found the answers in the book, and I'm really, really happy with that. So I have started getting my library together of all different things, but for now I'm just going to talk about the home fermentation, which is these guys here. Give it a go. I've never done it, well, other than eating sauerkraut, I've never actually had anything else like this. Oh, sorry, I have had pickles, you know, like your pickled onions and your pickled cucumbers, things like that. But I guess that's a little bit different to a fermentation. These will actually give you good ideas, help you with answers, as well as something something in a book form instead of electronic, because you don't know how long the internet will be around, or the information you're looking for will be there when you're wanting to find out the information. Get some books and actually help yourself and do some research by turning hard book, like the pages of a hard book. All right, well, that's all I wanted to talk to you guys today. Just a short video of my little bounty of fermentations and, well, some more dehydrated foods as well. And, well, today's a bit late to do my onions and apples and the potatoes, so I'll do that another day now, but I do need to get onto them. The dogs absolutely love dehydrated apples, so they're in for a treat. This is a treat for them that I like to do, like to dehydrate. We were blessed with a bunch of apples, so I'd actually like to, you know, dry them up and pop them in a jar, and they can have it as a treat instead of giving them crackers and peanut butter all the time. But anyway, they got to get healthy as well. Anyway, bless you guys. Catch you later. Ciao.